So in this video, I'll be doing the Pit of Heresy dungeon solo flawless. I am on Titan. So the theme throughout this dungeon is matching hive runes and symbols. During this encounter, there are multiple towers that will correspond with whatever symbols I go to find in this tower right here. To start is always this tower because this is where you kill the first sword bearer. Have to kill all the enemies, but most of them, but the Pit Keeper is the essential one. That will open the door. And so it is X, Burger, and Division is what I would call them. Oops, I picked up the wrong thing. There's no specific order you have to do them in, so what I do is just do the one that's like closest. X is gonna be up here, I believe. That or just top to bottom. Yeah, X is right here. It's closest, so I'll go here first. Now within each room is a different type of hive enemy. And just depending on the enemy is the way you have to beat it. So this one is, you can only beat him by right bumpering with your sword. Gonna recover health a little bit. Should be enough to kill. Alright, that's the first one done, so it's Burger and Division left. Burger's right here and Division's there, so that's a perfect rotation. This is like universally agreed on about being the easiest. The hardest thing in this room is the ogres. But the way to beat this one is just reflecting all of its shots back at it, and you don't even have to actually fight the ogre. I don't think I'll have enough sword charges to kill the wizard, so I'm looking for a pit keeper. Sorry, not a pit keeper, a sword bearer. Yeah, I definitely will not, so I'll just do the damage that I can and leave. I am taking a decent amount of damage here. Alright. Just gonna pop that for a third-person view. I should have refreshed my banner before going in there, but it's fine. I see a sword bear in the distance, I do. Okay, that should be enough to finish. Or grab that, and then go in and finish the kill. A refresh Banner of War and Woven Mail. This would be less trivial of a fight if I were taking more precautions. Or sorry, this would be a more trivial fight, I should say. I fear putting it down. Oh, no, good, good. If you leave them on the ground too long, they will disappear. So that's the final one. Now I just have to go to that light. There's always a horde outside the door, and then, of course, the bookkeeper. That's all done. So after this encounter, you would go down here into this room. I'm going to go ahead and switch swords. This is, yeah, this is where we spawned in. Okay, if this is the edge, then it's this way. This will confirm what door we're at. It was the right one. This will 100% be the middle door. Alright, that wasn't actually an encounter, it was just a way to get into the actual encounter. Very nice. Goober. I'll probably keep on banner here. So the objective here is to kill a various amount of knights that will drop a ball that we have to put into this door behind me, and that has to be done 6 times. There's one. Okay, I definitely picked that up. Now after every night, or every, sorry, deposit, knights will spawn. There they are. I was waiting for them to start shooting at me. There we go. Gotta touch the plate before it wipes me. When it starts glowing orange like that, that means it's getting close. I believe the knight's over here. Yes, it is. Knight up there needs to die. Alright, the next knight is here. Grabbing the void. Standing here, and then I'll put this up. closer. Gotta figure out where the next one is. It's over here. I try to get them as low as possible. Once more, and it will be over. I see him over there to the right, or left, sorry. I'm going to grab him before I end up getting overwhelmed. I'm gonna have to go back to the platform. That is so annoying. I probably could have just deposited straight away, but I wanted to be safe on that. All right. The next encounter before the encounter, however you would want to. However which you would want to call that. You want to play it absolutely safe as possible on these spikes. They will one-shot you. Also don't want to glide there too long because that can also kill you. Because it'll rotate around. It's X, pizza, A. Embarrassingly enough, I have a map pulled up because I do this so, like, little that I do not remember the locations. And even with the map, it can still be, like, difficult to find the correct areas. I am fully prepared to run if need be. And need speed. Being on solar here would honestly probably be the play, but... or at least on a machine gun. That's one down. Quite unsure why I switched to Avalanche if I came over here anyway, but it's fine. That's A done, so the next two are on the directly opposite side. Banner of War doubles as kind of a moving glow stick here, considering I don't have HDR on and some of these areas can be very dark. Nothing required, obviously, just a nice little bonus. next one is over here. This one's a little more easy to maneuver because I'm not standing on a very precarious ledge. That should take care of them. The last one will be over in this area. I think I can touch that, but I'm not. I hate not being positive about it, so I'm going to play it incredibly safe and go around. The next one is pizza, so it's going to be past here and then continue on. It's going to be a little bit up here to the right. Whittle down on a few enemies, and there it is. Alright, that was the final one. All that's left is to go to boss. For a solo flawless run, normally I just won't even attempt going through those. It's pitifully easy any other time, but when I do a solo flawless, I always want to be a little more careful than what would be necessary. Obviously, if you died, not doing the solo flawless, you could just respawn somewhere close by. So it's just going to be down here a little, and then to the left, and then again to the right. Part of me wants to use Strand for this, but the other part of me wants to use Solar. I feel like I can easily one-phase him with Solar if I don't mess up. But at the exact same time, Banner of War is also very safe. I 100% keep my scatter signal on and just change to my DPS loadout here. I will take this off, as well as this. This and remove, and then put these here. I don't think I'll need reserves, but do I have? I do have time to mention them. Alright, this should be it. Just go down and get the boss. So the way this works is you kill a heretical knight here in the middle. And he will drop a sword. Now you get your choice of what you want to kill first. So it is the same 3 enemies from the very beginning of the dungeon. It is the Swordbearer Knight that dies in the exact same way. Sorry, I don't know why I call him the Swordbearer Knight. He has to die in the exact same way. Yes, I know there are more optimal ways of doing this, but this is just the way I've always done it. So you have to go put the void charges in the thing. So you can grab another relic, and the one back here is just as easy as the one at the very beginning. You just sit here and guard and reflect the projectiles back at it. Very simple. While doing this, I'm simultaneously trying to keep up armor charges, just to have that added bonus damage against the boss. Definitely don't need any added damage from that wizard, so taking out all the adds beforehand helps a ton. It's good to have restoration while fighting this. That's done. I am... How do I want to handle this? There's one heretical knight over there. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to... Oh, okay. Thank you. That's great. That will also help with Roaring Flames. I hate that he's on the other side, but it's fine. All I need to do is keep him back away from me. Need to watch the Thrall. I'm not going to chance it. Yeah, that would have wiped me right there. That's alright. Again, it's way better to play it safe. If I had had my armor charges the entire time, it would have been definitely way easier to one phase. I'd like him to come a little more this way, just because I have accidentally sword swung off the side, and there's nothing you can do about it when that happens. First one down very easily. I'll keep up the restoration with that, and then just do it in the exact same order. Doesn't have to be done in any particular order, it's just the way I've always done it. Clockwise, or actually counterclockwise. Yeah, no counterclockwise. Grabbing the void charge. You know, it'd be funny if I had left some ads at each little area. I would have been able to keep armor charges up, but you know, it's fine. I've only solo followed this one other time, so I'm still kind of learning. Again, the only way to beat this wizard is with the cast attack from the sword. That's enough. I've definitely got enough armor charges to just go ahead and immediately finish this. And there you go. That's it. I hope you enjoyed watching.